Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixie Land. My name is Amy. I am an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we will be through 2025. In 2026, we'll start the KJV, and then we have other versions of the Bible, because that's the goal. Read as many versions of the Bible as we can, and take a good look at what the words are, to do a comparison between what did they change, why did they change it, and I don't know, we'll get a definition of why they changed it, but we'll definitely get to see what they changed. And then we can take a good look at the rest of it. So, in this video, though, Exodus chapter 17, verses 1 through 16, which is really just the rest of chapter 17. So, water from the rock. Okay. Chapter 17, verse 1. The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling from a place to place as the Lord commanded. Now remember, this is a lot of people, so they're very slow, large moving caravan. That's why it takes so long time. They camped at Rephidim, Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they quarreled with Moses. Give us water to drink. Now, I do pronounce things wrong all the time, so I could be pronouncing that one wrong. That's why I read it out loud. If I pronounce it wrong and you know how it's supposed to be pronounced, please put the phonetic spelling down below. Moses replied, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you put the Lord to the test?" But the people were thirsty for water there, and they grumbled against Moses, and they said, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt to make us and our children and our livestock die of thirst?" The large groups of people complained. Moses cried out to the Lord, "What am I to do with these people? They are almost ready to stone me." Then the Lord answered Moses, "Walk on ahead of the people and take some of the elders of Israel and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go. I will stand there before you by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and the water will come out of it for the people to drink." So Moses did this in the sight of the elders of Israel, and he called the place Massah. Massah, Masseh, means testing. And Meribah, which means quarreling, because of the Israelites quarreled, and because they tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" Wow. Okay. The Amalekites defeated. The Amalekites came and attacked the Israelites at Rephidim. Moses said to Joshua, "Choose some of our men and go out and fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands." So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went to the top of the hill. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning. But whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. And Aaron and Hur held up his hands, one on each side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady until sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with his sword. The Lord said to Moses, "Write on a scroll, as this is something to be remembered, and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the memory of Amalek from heaven." Moses built an altar and called it, "The Lord is my banner." He said, "For hands were lifted up to the throne of the Lord. The Lord, because my hand was against the throne of the Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation." So he's just saying the Lord has just decided he doesn't like the Amalekites. So grumpy people in their first battle, but they won. And now he's got to take them around to the various places, including for the water and the rock, right? So until the next video, friends.